Hey there guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another best class setup in Cold War video. It has been a little while since we've made one of these, of course. There's a lot of things going on the channel right now. We've got different games, we've got Roblox going around, we got different zombies stuff. Anyway, we are back with the best DMR class setup in the game right now. This is a two-shot kill class setup, which is absolutely fantastic. If you are accurate with the DMR 14, you can absolutely shred people in Cold War. Just before we do get into our best class setup here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers, of course, which we are getting towards very, very quickly, which is very, very exciting. We want to hit 10K by the end of the year, so if you guys can help me get there, I would be massively appreciative of that. Anyway, let's just jump straight into our best DMR two-shot kill class setup here. So as usual, the timestamps will be on the video's loading bar and of course in the description, so if you are looking for a specific part of this class setup, make sure you do skip to that section. But we do start with the secondary here, of course, which is basically just the Akimbo DMRs, dual wield DMRs. Of course, we start off with that agency suppressor, gives us a touch of recoil control, and of course that muzzle flash concealment. Then the barrel, we go with either the task force barrel, the takedown barrel, or the reinforced heavy barrel. We like the takedown barrel for that extra damage range. In the body slot, we want that 5 mW laser, 35% increase to our hip fire accuracy. Just run around, spray people down with these pistols is hilarious. And then of course we want those salvo 30 round fast mags for the most amount of bullets to fire and the fastest reload speed. And then of course in the stock slot, you do have to go with the dual wield because nothing beats this up close, man. You just get up nice and close to people and just spray them down. It feels fantastic in this game. Of course, in that tactical slot, we want that stim shot because getting into a gunfight, taking a little bit of damage, being able to jam this into your leg and then keep moving forward with your game is super powerful right now. Then of course that lethal, we can take the C4, Semtex, whatever you do prefer in this slot. We're going to go with the C4 right now because it is very, very powerful. In the field upgrade slot, you can pretty much choose whatever you do prefer here. I'm going to take the SAM turret just to be able to destroy those enemy sort of upgrades or score streaks that are going around right now. Feels very, very strong. In the wildcard slot, of course, we're going for perk greed. As you probably saw already, we have those 6 perks, which are very, very strong, but those attachments that we can get from Gunfighter are also pretty powerful as well. And in the perk slot, we're going for Flak Jacket as the mandatory option at the moment because taking less explosive damage is always good. And then forward intel to be able to tell where enemies are spawning. If you don't need this, you can take like Tac Mask or something like that as well for a very powerful boost. In the perk 2 slot, again, Assassin is a good option that does allow enemies to show up on the radar with a nice little crosshair indicator. You get more score for killing them. And then Scavenger as well for picking up extra ammo if we do kill people. But you can take Gearhead or Quartermaster as well, depending on your type of class setup. And in the perk 3 slot, we're going for Ghost and Ninja. This very powerful combination, classic combination, no footstep sounds, and of course staying off of those enemy spy planes. So as for the attachments with the DMR 14, as we mentioned earlier, this is of course a two-shot kill class setup, and I'll explain that in just a second. But we want to start off with that optic here. That mill-stop reflex gives us a very clear sight picture, but you can pretty much choose whatever you do like in the optic slot if you think you need one. You can even take like an axial arms 3x scope as well if you do need a little bit more distance. Then in the muzzle slot, we want that agency silencer. This gives us the muzzle flash concealment, of course, staying off of those radars, and a 15% increase to our recoil control, while only losing 25% bullet velocity. In the barrel, this is the real star of the show here. We get a 24% increase from the task force barrel to our damage, which, as you can see here, this does 72 damage. If you do times this by 1.4, which is the headshot multiplier for this bad boy, that gives us a damage number of 100.8. We round that down to, of course, 100, and then if you hit a second follow-up shot, that is 100 plus 72, which is more than enough damage to kill someone, which is very, very nice here. We also get an increase to our effective damage range as well as our bullet velocity, which are some of the best stats that we can get. So this is a good place to start. Then of course in the underbarrel slot, we want that field agent foregrip for that increase to our vertical and horizontal recoil control. This does counter the decreases that we do get from the task force barrel very, very nicely here. And then lastly, that airborne elastic wrap for that aim down sight speed, flinch resistance, and aim while going prone. We don't usually drop shot people with this, but it is a fairly good option to rely on if you need. So as we usually do with these particular class setups, we're just going to jump into some gameplay here. I'm thinking it's going to be on Express because the Express map is one of the best options that you can play on in this game right now. Alright, as usual, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are on Express right now, which is just such a good map in this game. I think the roster of maps in this particular game is actually getting pretty good now. Like, the available maps that we can play in this is pretty good, in my opinion. Like, it's not the best list of maps. Like, some of the original ones that are from the base game are still kinda iffy. Like, not my favorite maps that I've ever played on, but they're still pretty okay for the most part. Ooh, boy. Nah, what did you think was going to happen, dude? Okay, so we can't... Ooh, okay. The DMR 14 is actually surprisingly good at hipfire as well. I haven't included that in any of the class setup discussion or anything like that. It's also pretty good when people are trying to knife you. So, yeah, keep that in mind, I guess. I did notice the other day, well, I didn't really notice, but this is kind of not an unknown information that League Play came out the other day. And on initial reports, apparently it's kind of lame. Like, the ranking system is actually just pretty weird. So I'm not really sure how to feel about it just yet. I've not actually given it a proper play and ranked up and stuff like that and tested it out or anything like that. So I'm not exactly 100% sure what to make of it. But yeah, initial reports reckon that it's kind of lame. People thought that it was going to literally change the game and be like the new system, the new system that everybody was going to be playing. Look at this head. What is that head glitch, dude? Yeah, people thought it was going to change the game, be the new thing. Skill-based matching was going to get removed, everything. Like, people thought it was going to be the second coming of this game, but I don't know. Like, from initial reports, it's kinda meh, which is not ideal. Oh, we'll come up into here. Oh my god. Always. Yeah, always got to be ready for boys to come up there. If you're in this location here, the next step that they think you're going to run is, of course, up here. Meaning you've got to be aware that people do actually sort of guess where you are a lot of the time, so just keep that in mind. Especially on this route as well, people do usually assume that if you are in the lower ground area, people will come back this way, so... This map is kind of interesting in that regard. Like, most of the time, people will expect you to be in certain areas and know where you're going to be. So, it's just sort of when you're moving around the map, it is something that you have to keep in mind. That people, for the most part, will know where you are. Oh, they are capping C, which is not ideal. Oh, he was just... Oh, no, he followed us. Oh, that's bad. But these are the areas of the map that you do actually want to control for the most part. Like, you do want to be in and out of these stairs here mainly. Like, these are fairly strong power positions to try and hold. And this is sort of the rotation that you want to do. You want to come up here, check and see if anybody is here, and then rotate back around if you do see someone or get a kill and something like that. You want to come back around here and maybe double check and see what's going on. Too quick on the draw there, buddy. Too quick on the draw. He almost killed me, to be fair, so... He almost killed me. And then again, you rotate back up here and then come through there. Should have killed that guy. We definitely should have killed that guy who was basically just like crawling towards us there, but we haven't warmed up today, so it is what it is. Now, admittedly, these weapons aren't really for everyone. Like, not everybody can just pull out the old DMR and just start pumping people. It is a weapon that does take practice, and it's something that it does take a little bit of getting used to. I mean, a lot of people would have been using this for Warzone and everything like that, so it's not super difficult to get used to, but it is an interesting weapon nonetheless. But the DMR-14 in Cold War multiplayer is definitely a weapon that requires practice, it requires accuracy, so to make the most of this weapon, you probably just want to be like focusing on going for those headshots and then those follow-up shots shouldn't be too difficult to hit. But we do want to chuck our SAM turret at the back here. Let it sit there and just eventually just take out stuff that is on the map, which is always good. Again, these hallways are always hotly contested, so you got to be in and out of here. You got to be making sure nobody's sneaking up on you. Make sure that nobody's there. And we'll push up into their hallway. Oh yeah, good. And they should just be down here somewhere. There is... Oh, that's a teammate. No, we're good. There's nothing doing here. Is there anybody on the map? Yes. Come around the back here. Again, these are the similar rotates that you want to be making. You want to be going from those stairs to this little ramp here, and then if there's nobody at the ramp here, run back to the stairs, and so on. He's coming this way. Oh, no. I wasn't ready. Oh, that was embarrassing. That was not my finest moment. Oh. What did you think was going to happen? That way. Go. Oh boy. Okay, that's actually a better result than I thought what was going to happen there. Let's turn it. I don't really know what's going on right now. I'm struggling to make sense of all this, but whatever. What is happening? Where are we? Okay. Yeah, good on you. For real. Oi. No. Oh, we don't like people with knives. People with knives are spooky. I think we're okay here. Oh, I need to work on my accuracy with this thing. I need to be hitting those shots rather than just, like, panicking the whole time. And when you are making your routes on this map, you do have to Oi. Oh my god. What a guy. He just kept going for it. He didn't have any other choice. He's like, oh, I got my knife and I'm going to keep running, so see you later, I guess. Yes, sir. Probably shouldn't have done that without, like, lots of people to kill, but the war machine is usually not too much of a liability to pull out. Usually it's not bad. It's not a bad weapon in this game, actually. We do just want to keep running around, finding people to shoot with this thing, because, yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad weapon, actually. The only thing that I don't like about it is, as you know, the old spawn protection. I don't know if that's my gas or not. Then we come back across here. When you got the harp going on, and you've also got the war machine, you are basically unkillable, which is not bad. Like, are you serious? Let's follow that guy. All right, where are we up to? Where are we at? Where are we at? We should be able to just come into here. Hopefully, grab a little cheeky frag. No. Alright, we I've had enough here. We'll have our final thoughts on this just a second here. So us being bad at the game there is basically no indicator that this class setup is bad. This class setup absolutely stomps people. If you are accurate and you really do like the DMR style class setups, those single shot rifles, and you got a very fast trigger finger, this gun is definitely going to be for you, man. Like, you just have such a fast time to kill if you are landing those headshots. Getting a double tap on this weapon feels absolutely insane. Like, it's so powerful, man. Like, being able to get one of those headshots and then following up with a pretty easy body shot is usually the way to go here. I don't think we did too much of that in the gameplay because, as I said, I'm not very good at this game. But I mean, this weapon absolutely stomps and it feels great to still run around with this thing in this game right now. Anyway, if you did enjoy this one, make sure you do leave a like and, of course, subscribe if you are new around here, or you just haven't done that yet. Make sure you do click that little red button for me. We are, of course, looking for 5,000 subscribers very soon, which would be very exciting. So if you guys can help me get there, I would be massively appreciative of that. Anyway, as I said, thank you very much for watching this one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!